and I was like, God, if you're real, just let me get away with this. Through this pandemic, God has taught me that when you eat too much, you put on weight.
One thing he's definitely taught me is that Australians are very soft. We're just a bunch of sheep. Think about it. No, I'm joking. Well, I'm not really, but I'm joking.
And when you don't do exercise, you don't lose that weight, so.
God has taught me through this pandemic to appreciate the little things in life and also to be creative as well.
Well, for me, teaching my son a lot of things and my bonding time with him was really good. For me, my job requires long hours, and definitely having these couple of weeks off work has definitely helped with me being a better father. So
seriously, what God has taught me is that, it's a very specific thing, but is that I don't need to feel Him for Him to be present, because I used to always see God in a feeling, you know, in that chill that you get during prayer or during worship.
God has really taught me that life is short and that we don't know what's around the corner.
When the pandemic started, I had what I would call a dry season, but it wasn't dry. It was actually filled with the presence of God, but I felt that He wasn't here, and I was always questioning whether what I was doing was right. But then He taught me that that's what faith is, not knowing exactly, but believing.
No matter what goes on around the world, He's still on His throne, He's still in control.
From someone that's a bit of a control freak and an organiser and plans her days ahead, I'm not in control of anything, that He's in control and He knows what He's doing. So it's actually given me a real big freedom to not know everything ahead of time, but to just concentrate on the now and enjoy the moment with my family.
The gospel cannot be described in 1 or 2 words, but I'll try. Love.
Peace and joy.
Hope to the hopeless.
Hope.
We really are one flesh.
Yeah.
I know. Twin.
rest.
God's love. 2.5 words.
Babe, can you pass my phone?
I have like 200 favorite verses, so I gotta pick one.
Because you are lukewarm, neither hot or cold, I'm about to spit you out of my mouth. Better watch yourself.
Proverbs 27:6. Wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy.
Is in Philippians 4, verse 13.
It's Philippians 4:13.
And it says, I can do all things through a Bible verse out of context. I'm kidding. I can do all things.
Through Christ who strengthens me.
Mark 12, love your neighbours as you love yourself.
Luke 4:18, and it says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He has anointed me to proclaim the good news to the poor. He has set me to proclaim liberty to the captives and the recovering of sight of the blind, to set liberty to those who are oppressed.
That's just my favorite one for today. Tomorrow's different.
When I actually felt His presence was when I actually went to a church called Lifehouse. That's where I first came to Christianity. I went there and the pastor said, if your heart is beating and if you feel like an urge to put your hand up to receive Christ. As he was saying those words, I actually felt heat, a nervous shake. God was tugging at my heart saying that this is me. I'm the one that you've been seeking for. I'm knocking on that heart, on the door, and if you let me in, everything will change. After that, everything changed.
Would have been about 4 years ago. I was actually battling with drugs. I was hooked on meth. When I met my partner, she invited me to go to church with her, and I didn't want to go. I was scared of being judged. Finally went, and we were battling in our relationship at the time. A prophet, he was preaching that day. He goes, there's a couple in this church that are battling with their relationship at the moment. And I turned to my partner and I said, what did you tell this guy, man? I said, what did you tell this guy, man? And I got really upset in church.
I didn't do my homework. I was in high school. I was like 15. And I was like, God, if you're real, just let me get away with this one time. And then she was gone for the rest of the class. And after it, I was like, wow, God is real.
Ever since then, it's been a long, long journey for me, but I'm definitely getting there.
So picture a movie. It's not a movie, it's my life, but picture a movie, you're doing really bad things and you're getting chased by a helicopter and the police and you don't know where to go, and you hide yourself in a tramp stop and you cry out, God, if you're real, like Kirby cried out, please help me not to get caught. And I promise, and then I tied a promise to it, I will never do so-and-so sin again. And to my surprise and amazement, I didn't get caught, and he pardoned my sin because, you know, and I didn't get caught for it, which is a really good thing. That was my first encounter with the Lord, and He was faithful. So I would say that was my first real encounter with Him.
So I started praying to Him to have confidence, because I never really was confident within myself. So I prayed that directly to Him. I didn't tell nobody. Then I went to church the following Sunday. 2 people came up to me. They said that they feel that God's telling them to tell me that I will find my confidence in Him. And I was just blown away. My comfort.
That's a tough one. You took my one, bro.
Love. Love, I would have to say, describes God.
Everlasting.
Yeah, sacrificial love.
And he's my father.
For me, it would be Abba, which is in the Bible, and the word Abba means father.
He's definitely taught me to be a dad, you know.
Thanks for watching our video, guys. We hope you guys were blessed. Don't forget to share us with your loved ones, subscribe, and our links are in the bio below.
Okay, enough.